Hi everyone and welcome to Wicked Out with Nikki. Today I have flipped the script in Deepest Ruby that needs a heat treatment. Now she does have some curls or waves or flip, however you want to word that, down at the bottom. So I'm going to show you what needs to be done in order to get those curls back in. Now she has, and I don't know if you can see it, but extremely frizzy ends, especially right here at the lowest part that rubs up against my clothing from the friction. So the first thing I need to do is I went ahead and turned on my flat iron to 280 degrees. If you're not sure what temperature to set your flat iron for a heat-friendly wig, good rule of thumb is 280. And then the next I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly mist her, nothing heavy. And then for this, I'm just going to comb through it the first time with my wide tooth comb. You always want to use a wide tooth comb, excluding when you're doing a heat treatment. When you're doing a heat treatment, you need to get those ends fused back together. So all the little split pieces that come off from the synthetic hair fiber, you're just resealing that. In order to do that correctly, you're going to apply heat and continue doing the same motion to smooth them out while it cools. So before I can put the curls back into her, I am going to work on doing the heat first. So I've already separated the top half, and what's nice is this has layers and the top half doesn't actually have any split ends, so I don't need to do any heat treatment there. So I'm just going to run this through a few times, then take my comb and slowly, as it starts to cool off, apply the fine tooth comb through there to get those ends looking nicer. And this is going to take a few times. All right, that looks so much better. Yes, this is a little time consuming, but I look at it as an investment. You invested in a beautiful wig. Now you have to do what you need to do to continue with the upkeep. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, finish this section off, and then I'll come back to show you how to do the curls. Okay, so I went ahead and fixed all the ends with my flat iron, and now I need to put the curls back in. For that, you're going to need something to hold the curls in place while they cool back down. And I just use these little tiny claw clips. They're not supposed to leave any edges or anything like that. Now to do this, the less hair you grab, the more of a ringlet you're going to get versus kind of the wave that I want to go with this. So I am going to grab just a chunk of hair, starting from the left side. You want to go back. From the right side, you want to go back, kind of meet them in the middle. So I am just going to take it, start it right up here, hold it for a second, and let's try that again. And then slowly kind of work your way back down. All right, then I just want to take it and clip it and allow it to cool. And we're going to go to the next section. To make this a little bit easier for you to see, I'm just going to flip that over. Now I want there to be texture and dimension, so I am not going to be doing them all the exact same size for the curls. And you can definitely hear my dogs barking. I don't know, I live out in the country, so maybe they're barking at a bunny, a deer, or it could just be leaves falling. So I do apologize for that. I am gonna go ahead and pause the video and show you what we do next. Thank you. Okay, so I'm on my very last curl. And again, I just need to stress the most important thing is allowing the curl to cool in the position that you want it to. So with the curl already in there. So we're just going to do this last one. All right, so that'll only take a few seconds to cool down. These are already cooled, so I'm just gonna take them and let them go. I didn't want a heavy ringlet. Eventually, we're gonna comb through this and just make it a wave. But I wanna just take a peek and make sure it's what I want while that last one cools down. Perfect. All right, and then we'll just run our fingers through there and let this top section that I've already portioned off, it did not need to be treated because of the layers and it's not long enough to rub against any clothes. So I just added some volume back to the bottom that I took off from having to do the heat treatment, which is required for every heat-friendly synthetic wig. You have to apply heat occasionally to keep the ends looking really nice. The hardest part is figuring out how to put the curls back in to the particular style for why you bought them. So that is it. That's how to treat and put these nice, beautiful little curls down at the bottom back into this heat-friendly wig. Thank you and have a great rest of your day. Be sure to subscribe and like.